Hi guys, thought I'd give you an update on yardening. Just before the storm hits, it's just starting to spit, but it's still sunny. So this is the mass grave, and this year everything survived because there's been no squirrels or rabbits because the dozonator, that's cool, is really keeping down the rabbit population. So far, the tulips, the daffs, the mini daffs, which are just so cute, they're doing really well. There's also wild forest tulips, and there at the back should have been a row of tulips, but I don't think they made it. Well, some of them did. We've got a few wild crocuses too. They've been in flower. There are only like 3, and then the row of daffs. So it's very merry, quite contrary. And at the back there, a few tulips are coming through. Oh, there's the spits of rain. You can see how green it all is at the moment. It's amazing. And if this carries on, had to bring the horses in for their lawn mowing. And Shoni and Tinker in this field at the moment with the arena. And now that they have porridge, they hang around in that area for several hours until the 6x goes out with porridge. And then Champ and Dakota are in that field. The other 2 fields are closed off while they recover, and then I'll put them onto a rotation from field to field. So here we go. Oh, actually, while I remember, so don't tread on the cactuses or cacti. This year I had a lot of gladioli delivered and also some dahlias, but in this section here, in between these 2 amazing moss rocks, I planted some tequila sunrise gladioli. So we will see. And behind the sign, the row of tulips survived, and some daffs, and also some little dinky wildflowers from seeds that I planted years ago but didn't do anything. Let's see if I can zoom into them. They're sort of like a light lavender white, so they're pretty dinky. And all the brown sticks that are in there are the gladioli from last year. So we will see if those appear. And then my turnaround tree has sprung to life. I've planted roughly 60 gladioli in here. That was yesterday. So now all the daffs and the tulips are coming in, and also some of the bigger hyacinths, the bushy ones that I really like. The first time I ordered gladioli, they were the wrong ones. Oh, not gladiolas, hyacinths. So the turnaround tree, tulips and the daffs are all up. And I think somewhere is one of the big hyacinths. I can't remember where I saw it now. Might be over here. They look really cool when they come out, like spiders. Where is it? Now I've lost it, and I'm talking nonsense. Oh, there it is. Little dinky thing there. So that's one of them coming through. Oh, there's the thunder. Wait for the dogs to disappear. It's crazy because it's so sunny, and I got sunburned this morning and yesterday. So it's back to typical Wyoming spring/summer, which is sunny in the mornings and thunderstorms in the afternoon. This is under the tree. I've planted a load of gladioli in here. So there are some tulips coming through, and Alan raised the lilac tree in here, which was a real pain in the butt. It was never growing. And in this corner here, I planted a load of gladioli. There's a lot there, and all going up the back of the wall. And then the bouldery has sprung into life. Loads of green everywhere shooting through. There's a triffid already, aka allium. Someone's got a noisy exhaust up there. Oh, this is the hyacinth that I was talking about, these little things here. That was the first year we did the bouldery. So in here, a load of daffs coming up. Some alliums. You can always tell the alliums because they look like triffids. Actually, this one's got 4 flowers building up. The ones that look like pom-poms on sticks. There's, I'm going to say 50 gladioli in this area I put in yesterday. And then dun, 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 walk around. There's a load of life in the second section of the bouldery, which is this area here. Ooh. So in here, I can't remember, I think it's mainly daffs. I can't remember what else I planted in here. Yeah, there's daffs, there's little hyacinths. The purple ones are coming in just there. And I planted some more things down there. I can't remember. Oh, excuse the wind. That's the storm kicking in. And then the thistle, not the thistle, the poppies that we didn't plant. Typically. That one's growing. And then it's seeded to one over here. So yay, we finally got some poppies growing. Then onto the steps portion of the bouldery. Oh, bear with me. The daffs are out. A couple of tulips tried. There's the steps. Canyon number 2. And the rose bushes. So that's the first rose bush that we planted, which is I think a King George climber. The first year that we planted it, it grew so high, and that's the first year that we met the bear, because he used the rose bush as a climbing frame. And then he destroyed this bush. It was huge. And now there's only 2 little stumps, and that's as far as we've normally got it since. And the one that Eiley and I planted last year, I'm going to have to get in there and start pruning out the grass, which looks quite lush. But in there, that's the rose bush that Eilif and I planted last year. So now I'm going to go onto the deck. Actually, I'm going to call the dogs. Come on, puppies. Oh, crikey. Up the deck. Up to the deck. Go on, up. Up. Go on, Dozer, up. Up. Always dogs first, because otherwise I'll get run over. And we'll go up to the deck, which I've been very busy with this year. Yeah, Claire with green fingers, who'd have thought? Okay. So welcome to my new version of a nursery. So that's another geranium sprig that I took. Okay, so oh, the Venga is everywhere, it's amazing. I love Venga. So there's geranium number 1, the original. There are flowers on it, but the month that we had rain there was no sun, so the geraniums have gone quite spindly and red-leafed. So I'm hoping that that will sort itself out So if you can see, I've wrapped the Venga around everything, so it looks very sort of jungle-ish. Hummingbird feeder. Okay, this geranium, even though it's spindly and has got a lot of red leaves, I'm hoping that that will repair itself now it's out in the sun. And behind that geranium is the hanging basket that I made with my pansies. And I'm going to go up to the wren box. There are wrens. Yay! So that's cool. Hi. And then my other hanging basket full of pansies. Go on then. Dogs are in. So I'm hanging these nearer to the wall so that they actually stay out of the wind as much as possible. The buddleias are out. I cut right back, so hopefully they'll start strengthening up. My other hanging basket that I made, they're a version of pansies, I think, but they're quite pretty. The purple and the white stripes. And then the day that I planted the gladioli was yesterday. The day before, whiskey barrel number 2 was done, and in there are 15 dahlias, and oh my goodness, that is the most craziest thing I've ever planted. It reminds me of deep sea coral, where it looks like fingers of condoms floating in the water. It was like that. It was so freaky. I was literally waiting for them to scream at me as I was planting them. I was quite taken aback when I saw those. And then my rose bushes, my Oklahoma and my Double Delight, I really hope they're okay. They were doing beautifully. And then we got a hailstorm last week, and we got the pansies under cover. What else did we get under? The pansies, the geraniums, all under cover. Rosebush was the last one that we bought underneath the eave, and it got shredded. So I'm hoping those recover. I'm hoping anyway. So there you go. This is Yardening and bouldery update for you. So there you go. A very green ranch from an amazing white winter of constant snow, then a month of constant rain. So there you go. Catch you later.